Yo, welcome everyone. Bitcoin is now finally breaking this very important trendline resistance, but just slightly higher. We unfortunately do have another one. Let's talk about this because first of all, you're going to notice that Bitcoin yesterday got another push towards the upside, but of course also it ended as a fake out. We also got another fake out already a few days ago, but with the one we got yesterday, it was actually quite predictable. Why so? Remember in yesterday's video, we talked about our bearish divergence on the CVD indicator. A brand new higher high was being formed on the CVD, which is measuring if brand new buying or selling pressure is coming in the market. A lot of people yesterday were buying Bitcoin, not able to push the price higher because, of course, Bitcoin was forming a brand new lower high. This right here simply means bearish divergence, bearish absorption, bearish Bitcoin indication. I even posted about this specific bearish absorption in my free VIP Discord group. I said bearish absorption in play on Bitcoin, and yes, it played out very nicely only a few hours ago. Bitcoin then got another push back towards the downside, going below our trend line right here, and also it does look like we hit another quite an important level. The plan of trading Bitcoin at this specific area, in my opinion, is very simple. The only important levels we have been paying attention to for the past few days, of course, are our volume levels and of course also our very important golden Fibonacci ratio. What you're right now going to see, Bitcoin definitely hit our value area low once again. The moment we broke it, of course, I was slightly more bearish, but it also does look like we took the liquidity below our recent low. We were able to reclaim our value area low once again. And of course, also, this specific area was our golden Fibonacci ratio, going right now from our swing low back towards the swing high. This level, it is the golden Fibonacci ratio at 85,500 US dollars on the Bitcoin price itself. So what was happening at this specific area? It really does look like it was very technical. Bitcoin hit the support level, took the liquidity below the low, hit our golden Fibonacci ratio, got the acceptance back above our volume level, and right now clearly we are getting another very nice push towards the upside. That is also one of the reasons why personally I did fire a brand new long trade on XRP and also a brand new long trade on Solana. Let's see if Bitcoin right now is going to be able to get another very slight push towards the upside. And also in today's video, I'm going to share with you exactly how high I think Bitcoin can get actually another push towards the upside. But the reality right now is when we pay attention to our trend lines, of course this one right here is right now getting some kind of a break, literally straight towards the upside. However, if we are right now zooming out, let's just say on the 4-hour time frame, we still need to talk about another one, which is going to be much more of a bigger trendline area of resistance. And of course, we are making it from the all-time high, connecting our lower high at 115,000 US dollars, which right now simply means this specific significant trendline on Bitcoin still has not been tested, which is now going to mean it is definitely a major area of resistance coming in on Bitcoin at approximately 90,600 US dollar area. And to be honest, ideally, I am right now looking for Bitcoin to get another push towards the upside, at least towards our area of resistance. For us to right now get another push up, yes, unfortunately, we do need to break some kind of a volume level, because if we are right now measuring all of our bottom price section with volume right here, it really does look like we are trading exactly at the value area high. So if we are going to be able to reclaim our value area high, to be honest, I am then definitely looking for another push towards the upside on Bitcoin for us to go at least above our recent high right here. And yes, later in the video, I'm even going to talk about this specific level because it's really not a random one. Right now, I would really appreciate if you smash up the like button because 1,000 likes are really possible. And of course, yesterday, I am reopening my free VIP Discord group. So make sure you click the link right here. And yes, definitely, I'm posting even more in-depth technical analysis of Bitcoin and of course also of different altcoins right here. So definitely, if you want, join the group for free with this specific link down below in the description. Right now, let's talk about this entire move towards the downside that has been happening for the past few days, because the reality right now is, and I also do think you're going to agree with me, the entire push down, when we pay attention to this specific rejection right here, it doesn't really look that impulsive. Yes, when we do go right down with our volume, it does does look like we at least got on some days right here some kind of a volume increase. But overall speaking, the price is moving lower, but it also looks very, very choppy. So that is why right now I would say something like this. If Bitcoin does right now get another push up, which in my opinion it can actually happen, I would potentially still be paying attention to our bearish elite wave count. However, if we are going to be able to start breaking our area of resistance at approximately 90,600 US dollars, in this scenario, potentially our 5-wave price structure towards downside, we have been paying attention for a very long time right here, it might even get invalidated. But why is right now the area of approximately 90,600 US dollars right here such an important price target? Now, remember, usually the golden Fibonacci ratio is one of the most important levels you should always pay attention to. So what you're right now going to see, we go right now with our Fibonacci retracement from our swing high back towards the swing low. Golden Fibonacci ratio coming in, let's just say at 91,000 US dollars. So I would say like that, yes, lower targets on Bitcoin right now are still possible. However, if this specific level is going to get reclaimed, in this scenario, I would potentially flip slightly more bullish on Bitcoin, looking for another bigger push towards the upside. But why so? Because in this scenario, of course, first of all, the golden Fibonacci ratio right here is going to be broken, but also the likelihood of our impulsive structure right here being valid is definitely going to decrease. For now, we still need to know golden Fibonacci ratio is a major area of resistance where, yes, potentially I'm also going to look to fire a brand new short or a sell position of Bitcoin. However, if broken towards the upside, definitely it is going to be quite a significant bullish Bitcoin indication. Why so? Because remember what we said before, the golden Fibonacci ratio is right now landing almost exactly at our major trendline area of resistance. And again, this specific trend line is really not a random level because we are connecting the lower highs from approximately the all-time high area. Additionally, why is this specific golden pocket another important piece of the puzzle? Simply because pay right now attention to the Bitcoin liquidation heat map on the 1-week time frame. We already talked about this in our yesterday's video. However, you're right now also going to see bigger liquidations on Bitcoin on the 1-week time frame are not going to be below our recent lows, but actually exactly above the recent highs. At approximately, let's just say 91,000 US dollars, approximately 200 million of short trades are going to get liquidated. And this is right now why exactly at 91,000 US dollars, Bitcoin does have its golden Fibonacci ratio, our trendline area of resistance, and of course also if you look like that, we do have quite an important and a major liquidations cluster. Also, exactly right here, we do have our recent highs. And remember, our recent highs are always right here for liquidity purposes, which right now simply means people that are right now holding their short trades, guess where they are setting their stop losses? Exactly above the recent highs. Potentially, we stop them out, and only then we might get another bigger push towards downside on the Bitcoin price itself. This is right now why I am telling to you, if Bitcoin is actually going to hit our area of resistance right here in the next few days, we are going to know a major level was hit. We are still going to be in a downtrend right here, so looking for a short right here is simply going to make slightly more sense. Stop loss is going to be placed above our area of resistance. In a case Bitcoin is going to see a bigger pump right here towards the upside, but nevertheless, I am definitely going to take some profits on my trades on XRP and also on Solana right here, simply because we need to still right now respect the trend. Paying attention to our exponential moving averages on the 1 hourly, clearly we are still in a downtrend. On the 2 hourly and also on the 4 hourly, the 50 EMA, the red line, is still below the 200 EMA. So right now it simply means Bitcoin is in a downtrend. Looking for a short trade at an important area of resistance, in my opinion, it simply does make slightly more sense. That is why if you right now still want to trade with us, make sure you take an advantage of the free 8,000 US dollar bonus with the SAC link down below. No KYC, no VPN, because only after you register, you're going to get 10 USDT. When you're going to deposit, you're also going to get a 20% deposit bonus. But of course, also, if you want to use my trading bots, you can also do so with this specific link down below in the description. You make an account on Pionex, and you then simply deploy the bots using this specific link. Right now, let me also talk about a brand new daily high-term time frame area of support that probably it is going to be confirmed literally in the next few hours. Let's go on the daily time frame. where we are right now going to see a brand new daily support level on Bitcoin is going to come in at approximately 85,400 US dollar area. So this specific level is right now definitely going to be another very important support level for Bitcoin to hold, because if it's going to be lost right here, definitely a bearish Bitcoin indication. So let's right now talk about more of a bearish scenario. What if Bitcoin is not going to get a push towards the upside right here? What if our golden Fibonacci ratio is not going to get hit? What if the short position is not going to be offered to us? In this scenario, of course, Bitcoin is probably going to go even lower back towards downside. So why is the daily level right here such an important level you should really pay attention to? Let's go right now with our fixed range volume profile to measure literally the entire bottom price action. Again, the most important levels we have been paying attention to for the past few days are definitely the volume levels of our entire bottom price action. The moment we are going to go below the value area low once again, below our brand new daily level right here, in my opinion, a significant bearish Bitcoin indication, we are in this scenario looking for much lower targets. Because you're also going to see, not even knowing that our value area low is right here, not even knowing that our daily level is right here, we can right now simply say this specific zone on Bitcoin is a very important zone of support. Historically, an area of resistance, area of support, area of support, area of support, and also right here, another area of support. So we can clearly right now say, if this specific level on Bitcoin right now does get a break towards the downside, major bearish indication on Bitcoin, and I am definitely looking for much lower price targets. Below our support level right here, we do not have almost anything. So that is why I'm simply then going to pay attention to another lower low to at least 80,000 US dollars. But of course, if we are going to go towards 80,000 US dollars, maybe even 75,000 US dollars, if Bitcoin is then going to also go below this specific low, I'm then also going to be more than interested to fire another long or buy trade. Not only on Bitcoin, also on Ethereum, also on XRP, and also on Solana. So if you're right now asking me, bro, what is the best altcoin I can trade literally today? Would I fire a brand new long trade on Bitcoin at the area where we are? To be honest, not really. However, if we are right now going to go higher, probably Ethereum, also XRP are going to follow. And if you're right now asking me what is the best trade you can right now be looking to fire on the entire cryptocurrency market, if potentially you're right now not already in a long trade on Bitcoin right here, I would simply say XRP only a few hours ago took the liquidity below our recent low. So of course, you are going to go against the trend if you're going to fire a brand new long trade right here. However, of course, if Bitcoin does continue right now higher, we go towards our liquidations cluster, we then also hit our major trendline area of resistance right here. I would then definitely say when Bitcoin is going to be trading at this specific level, you can be looking to pay yourself with your long trade on XRP. Again, it is going to be more of a risky trade. You are going against the trend, but nevertheless, usually you still want to buy low and sell high. Right now, because we are taking the liquidity on XRP, that is why I would simply say looking for a long trade right here versus looking for a short trade, in my opinion, is still going to be a better option. That is right why, if you want to trade with us, take an advantage of the free 8,000 US dollar bonus, no KYC, no VPN, with the SAC link down below, because only after you register, you're going to get 10 USDT. But also, if you want to copy my exact trading bots, create an account on Pionex using this specific link and also then deploy the bots using this one. Of course, my free VIP Discord group is right now also open. So that is right now also why thank you for smashing up the like button.